Hello guys, welcome back to Amaka Uncut. And today's video and people's reaction is about our own African giant, Burnaboy and Sophia. Now, just in case some of you haven't seen what is happening, go over to my podcast, She's on the Move, where I broke it down very well. But today will be about the reaction. So to summarize it, Burna Boy promised Sophia a Lamborghini truck and ended up giving her a Lambo truck. He promised and failed in order to just get in between her box. So I'll come back. Just listen to people's reaction. I'll be back with my commentary.
Wow, the streets of Nigeria are on fire right now. No burner. A leaked voice note has exposed Nigerian socialite Sophia, claiming that Burna Boy slept with her and promised her a Lamborghini, which she never received. But hold on, because the story gets even messier. So apparently Sophia was out here thinking she was about to be riding in luxury, but Burna Boy ghosted her and dashed away her Lambo dreams. Now here's where it gets even juicier. Not only does Sophia allegedly have a man, but Burna Boy is also in a public situationship with Chloe Bailey. Can somebody say community? Yeah, the same Chloe who's been out here giggling and blushing over him like he's the best thing since a gege bread. Sis, come collect your man because this is looking messy. She will have the same treatment as Steph London if she doesn't pattern up and just don't fall in love with him because he is a horror to the street.
You see when Madam Joyce said the Lagos girls are mean, I'm not saying I agree, okay, before people come for me, please. I'm trying to give a balanced opinion. I can see her point. And the reason I say that is because obviously I've been reading more into the Sophia Burnaboy saga, and I listened to the 40-minute voice call with her and her cousin or her friend or whatever. And Lagos friendships are very interesting. It just sounds like there's a lot of users and a lot of social climbers, but let me not generalize. But the reason I say that is because of Amma Reginald. So Amma, the way she treated Sophia is actually bad because Amma and Sophia were like 5 and 6, I guess. Like they weren't friends initially. Amma begged it, became friends with Sophia. Sophia took her in. They were now besties. Amma is now dating Burna Boy's best friend, Manny or something like that. And Amma was the one who convinced Sophia to sleep with Burna Boy. Sophia was not interested. She doesn't like messing with musicians. And look out. Anyway, she then ends up sleeping with him. And Amma obviously knows about the whole Lamborghini situation, and Sophia expected as her friend to say something to Manny, who would then obviously say something to Burna Boy, or Amma will say something to Burna Boy. Obviously this didn't happen. And to top it off, when Burna Boy brought Chloe Bailey down to Nigeria, Amma had gone to Sophia to be like, oh, Burna is doing like a dinner for Chloe, like, you know, like I can go, like, is it okay if I go? And obviously Sophia is not going to be like, no, I don't want you to go, because now if she says that, it's going to be another drama. So she's like, oh, go, like, what? Obviously, as a friend, you would know, like, this man has done my friend dirty, I should not do this. But clearly Amma is giving male-centered girl. So now she obviously goes to the dinner now, and her sister was even catering for the event as well, Amma's sister. So it's just all messy, but apparently Amma has a track record of social climbing, using people, and once she gets where she needs to go. And now they're now speculating that Amma must have like destroyed Sophia to Burna Boy. That's why he switched up like that. Because one minute he's, you know, promising her the world, and then he just switched up. So like it would make sense. But wow. Girls can be very, very scary, man. Loyalty is very important in friendships. So Amma has not been a loyal girl at all. I don't know if this is what Lagos girls are like. I've seen some other takes which say Lagos girls, that's what they like to do. But I don't know. Apparently it's a eat or be eaten kind of world.
Why promise her a Lambo when you know you can't afford it? What she stopped saying is because of what Amma said to him. Is Amma the one controlling his bank account? If he could afford it, he would have bought it for her because he promised her that. For those of you saying what is so special about her below, bro, if it gets to your turn, sell it for $0. I can see here is a guy who played his game. If the girl is not worth a Lambo, he wouldn't have promised her that just to smash her. That's the girl, and you are saying she doesn't want it. Guy, she's living the lifestyle and she wants it. For those of you that are being judgmental, she's not the one that started it, and she's not the one that's gonna end it, because most of you are doing it for just $5. Look at it from the other angle. What if she planned this with her girls to do this because Burna is trying to play her? Mr. Burna, if you know you promised her a Lambo to go below and you've gone below, please give her Lambo. You promised it. You weren't forced. If I see any woman being judgmental on the comments, I'm just going to conclude that you are one of those that opens for free.
Burna Boy is the corniest nigga alive. You were on your hands and knees for this girl, begging with your tongue out. That's how desperate you were. And now you want to be laughing, oh, I didn't buy you Lambo. You look stupid, oh my God. And the story wasn't even about you. It was about her friend.
This Burna Boy, King Manny, Sophie, Amma situation, not to get deep into these people's business, but I am going to use this to explain to you ladies what happens when you give these men what they want most, which is access to your portal. Long story short, King Manny, Burna, friends. Amma dating King Manny, Burna. Oh, she's friends with Sophie. Burna wants to date Sophie. It's an easy hookup because, right, dating friends. She comes around, he's chasing her. When I told you, when I was hearing the story of how she was making this man chase her, I loved it. He was saying to her, come. She was like, yeah, I'm coming. He'll send his driver. She went answer the phone. She goes sleep. I love a bougie woman. He was chasing her. And when I say to women, play hard to get, women will sit there and argue with me. Burna was calling her, she was blocking him. Not to hype this up, but what I'm saying is, a man is just a man. And I tell you this all the time. Treat men as if they are all the same. Don't give anyone any accolades for having money or anyone any accolades because they're religious. Just treat a man for who he is as a man, because all men have the same temptations. All men have the same lust for irresponsibility. Really wish women would see how much more benefit they get from not sleeping with men from when they actually do. No one treats you nicer than a man who has not slammed you and wants to and thinks he can. Oh my God, you will have the time of your life if you rest in that position with men. But another thing I don't understand is her listening to what Burna tells her. Why? But he's the life of a city. We heard the song. Stop thinking that these men with money they're not responsible, please. They are not responsible people. They're big kids. They're boys who have got money. They just want to have the time of their life. And that means getting into as many chicks' portal as they can. So ladies, please, 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 please. If you want power in this game, keep your legs closed until a man is committed to you. Now, like I always say, there's always an exception to the rule. For best results, assume it's not you.
The glorification of intimacy in exchange for money, in exchange for other materialistic things, puts women's lives at risk. And I need you people to understand that every single time you go to that man's house where you have to submit to him because he is physically stronger than you, and in this case, he is even wealthier than you are putting your life at risk, particularly in a country where wealthy men get away with harming women every single day. And I'm in no way judging Sophia, because sex work is one of the oldest professions in history and people have always exchanged intimacy for money, particularly women. And she's not out here telling women to do the same thing. She was not public about this. This was exposed by a so-called friend. I am judging women who are actually praising this type of behavior. To imagine that there are women out here actually glorifying what she did, saying that she still got herself the Lamborghini, when she actually only slept with this man because she wanted money from him. And in her own words, she was going to live her life and he was going to live his life. She was going to have a boyfriend, but she knew that he could be someone that would give her money, and he promised to buy her a Lamborghini. And some are even calling it high standards. And no shade to Burna Boy, I don't care about how rich he is, but anyone that is interested in dating a man like him that has publicly humiliated women over and over again, that has allegedly been to a club where he was interested in a married woman and physically assaulted the husband because the married woman said, I'm married. A man that constantly involves himself in drama online with women, that does not prove that you have high standards. It actually proves the opposite. And the next thing is to be a beautiful woman like Sophia, who is clearly not attracted to this man, and to only sleep with him because he made promises to you, as you said, also proves that you clearly needed the money. Because if you were so independent and rich and happy and blessed, you would not have to force yourself to sleep with a man you don't want to be with, because you had met him several times and still did not want him, just to get something you could already get. Because as far as I know, we don't see DJ Copy or other children of rich people who have access to wealth out here being accused of sleeping with men for money, because they do not have to. And some people are even ridiculous enough to compare it to a normal relationship where you would ask your partner for money or you would ask someone else for money. The only reason the intimate encounter took place was because she wanted money from him. That is the difference. If you're with your partner, even with your friend, with your mother, you ask them for money, the relationship was already going to exist regardless. But in this case, she was not even getting a relationship in exchange. They were not even in a relationship. They were never going to be in a relationship. And she knew that. She only did it to get money. That is prostitution. And that's fine, because prostitution is a profession in a lot of places in the world, but let's not try to make it look like something it's not and call it classy, call it habit standards, because that is a line of work. And some of you need to ask yourselves, if your daughters should make such choices, would you approve of them? And I know some of you are so morally corrupt that you will actually agree, because you would actually follow the devil to hell if he only dangled a few dollar notes in front of you. So don't answer the question if that is the case. But a lot of you would rather you be able to provide your daughter with a comfortable life so that she doesn't actually need to sleep with a man she doesn't want to sleep with just for money. So clearly, your moral compass should somehow tell you that her having to do that is a little sad. With the rise of sprinkle, which I fully support because I'm a sprinkle girly, but people take it to the extreme by thinking that as long as you get money, it doesn't matter what a man does to you, how the man treats you, whether in the process he has tarnished your name, he has done things that will affect you in the future, as long as you leave with money, because poverty has made it that some of you only think about money. And that shows that you're spiritually and financially poor. You're poor in every sense of the word. And I know some people will say, oh, you did not criticize Burna Boy, you've only spoken about the woman's actions. I'm not criticizing the woman. I'm criticizing how you people are reacting to her. And I don't think that I need to say anything about Burna Boy, because he has proven to us over and over again that he is irresponsible. He is not particularly kind to women. He is messy. He is childish. He's immature. Why would I need to elaborate on that when he has already shown it, and he's currently in the studio recording a song to diss this girl because she had to get herself a Lamborghini? What even baffles me, that as someone who doesn't seem to be doing this for the first time, because she said Burna Boy, she wanted him to be one of the men that give her money, how could she believe a man's empty promises? Promises that come with no evidence. How could you possibly think that something you want from him you will get after giving him what he wanted? You don't have a contract. It's not like he's obligated to do that, to give you the Lamborghini. How could you believe that he will do that? And that is my issue. We need to understand that when you give out intimacy in exchange for money, you are always at the man's mercy. It's not a legally binding agreement whereby you can actually go to court and say, he promised me this. You are constantly hoping that you get what you asked for, or you get what is worth the service you gave.
Now, I know to a lot of ladies, right, because they are trying to be moral, you feel like, oh, a woman have to sleep with a guy because she likes him or is intimate. Ladies need to understand, right, that not every woman wants relationship from men, especially the men who are so quote-unquote dog, because most of y'all, if you know what your husband, the good gentleman, is doing in the presence of some of these prostitutes, you will never talk. You will be disgusted, right? So just understand that some of you, or your husband, your dream charming, the man you took your relationship, some women don't want them at all. And it's okay if a woman just wants money. Why can't you understand that? Although this lady gave some valid point, even though I know some of the valid point was hidden in hypocrisy, a little hint of jealousy, and, you know, woman competition to be who is better, who is wifey, who is better. But she is right. All money are not good money. And ladies, remember that. Even if this is what you want, all money are not good money. And at least let the top of it for you be integrity. And for Sophie, I don't think she needed him. I feel like the more reason she did was because of the pressure from her friend Amma. And like, people don't make mistake here. Even the high class Olushus, they make mistake due to pressure. The same way this lady who is talking might have done mistake by giving it up for a man who will use her and never give her 1 naira. Is the same way. The difference is that this lady will get it regardless, because she knows how to divide the labor amongst men, as she should.
Is it that some of you have selective amnesia, or you just chose to intentionally ignore a particular point? Because this lady said she told the artist she was going to buy the car for herself, and then he promised to buy the car for her instead. I'm not saying there was a transaction. I'm not saying there wasn't a transaction. But everything goes down to one particular point. He was trying to impress. He was literally trying to impress her. And if a man of his status, caliber, is still trying to impress a lady, then everything just proves that y'all men be thinking with your penis.
Burna Boy begged for Toto for 3 days, but it's not an ashawo. He even had to promise a Lambo. He even had to meet the girl's friend, and the girl's friend told him that the girl wanted getting a Lambo. She did not say Burna Boy should get it for her. She was just giving Burna Boy a clue to get her friend. When the girl came, the girl did not ask Burna Boy for any Lambo. Burna Boy said, "I heard you wanted to get a Lambo. I can get it. What is Lambo?" Just to get her Toto. And when he finally got it, he ignored her, and she got the Lambo by herself. She got it with her own money. From the audio, you hear the girl saying that Burna Boy was like, "You like me," meaning that it's not even sex that he was using, maybe relationship to even get the Toto. And in the end, they are calling the girl a shawu, but they are leaving Burna Boy.
What will you name her?
Sophia, I don't know. Sophia.
Yes, you can see Sophie. She later got the Lambo truck for herself. Yeah, girl. Tear that shit up. Type shit. Type shit. Some people were mad.
So Burna Boy is going viral right now because he made a viral song about this young lady, Sophia, who wanted him to buy her a Lambo. Okay? So she got her cheeks clapped. And for her cheeks getting clapped, she wanted a Lambo. That doesn't sound like a good deal to me ever. It don't even sound like it's a good deal for a handbag or paying rent. For your cheeks getting clapped? You should be paying Burna Boy to get your cheeks clapped. He's the star here, not you. And here's the problem with where we at. And I'm glad Burna Boy made this song and didn't buy no Lambo. We need to understand where we are. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you. Don't be buying anything. Don't be paying for nothing. Save that money for someone that's going to be there with you when you're on the mountaintop or in the valley low. And trust me, she ain't. She ain't going to be there. So listen very carefully, gentlemen. It is an honor and a privilege for women to sleep with you, especially when you made something of your life and yourself. It's an honor and a privilege. You owe nothing unless you agreed to something. He didn't agree to a Lambo. She wanted a Lambo and she didn't get it. So now she's upset. So he, as an artist and as a creator, just made a great song about it. And now he's performing it in his shows. So let me get this straight. He got her cheeks. She got no Lambo, and he's making money off the song that he created off of her cheeks. It's a good day.
Oh God, why are you crying? Why are you crying? I don't get it. This men are delusional, right? I mean, it literally took Burna to promise, "I am your zaddy, I am your king, I can be your Lord and Savior. Girl, just let me tap in, just let me come in peace. I could do this, yeah, yeah, yeah." Like preaching everything, and once you got it, he dipped, right? And I know some people are accusing Amma. Amma is a shitty friend. Okay, she's a very, very shitty friend. And ladies, be careful of those friends that really deep down do not like you. I have nothing against social climbers because I feel like if you want better in life, you would do a little bit of social climbing. It is what it is. But for you to dip your friend and make your friend feel like shit and start befriending a friend, that one is a new low, right? And that is the thing. I know this guy was here with his oversized beards or his wig beards trying to talk about how men are the prize and women see it as a privilege to sleep with men. I'm like, nigga, shut up. Who begs? Like, Davido was literally on his knee, grabbing his stuff, begging a woman just to tip. But I had to promise Lamborghini truck, right? Because whether you like it or not, men are ruled by their pain. And that's what I've always seen is stupid why people always accuse women who uses patriarchy to get what they want when they know that men just want to do it, right? Including the one who is married to you probably wanted to do it and probably kept that coochie from him for a while before he put the ring on it, right? Just the same way I said previously, like not every woman wants a marriage with men, and at least not all men, at least if they wanted to, and it's okay. People should understand that, okay? And I know the men are crying, feeling like Burna is a G, but no, you look like a loser. You look like a loser because you could have pushed it forward. You could have just proceeded with your life and be with someone that don't want you, but no, you wanted to feel like. You wanted to feel like you were something. You played a game and you had to promise about it. Right? The good thing is that this girl didn't give a fuck about you to begin with, right? And she's a material lady, is a material world. She needed you to pay up. And she didn't even do the good part of it, she didn't even come and beg you. Now you promised her. You wanted to show her who's your zaddy. But your zaddy was not zaddying. You didn't get the memo. Like you ain't shit. And I know some ladies will jump on you, and I know it. But you could have you could have kept it pushing with those ladies. But nah, you wanted Sophia. You wanted her body yari. You wanted it on you so bad that you had to promise something you could not fulfill. That's just it. Ladies, just learn from this. The men, we promise heaven and earth just to get in your box. And just so you know, No matter what, when a man first comes to you, he wants that regardless. He might want it after or before, but trust me, he still wants that box regardless. So ladies, protect your vagina, put a price tag on it if that's what matters to you, and make sure he has locked it up before hitting it, if that is what you're into. Thanks for today's video. See you on my next video. Bye.